Okay, so is this us? Um, so we're starting a new unit. And by the way, all the work is out there for the rest of the year. So, yeah, that's one of the things I did on my vacation. So, the Telltale Heart whole unit that with 2 essays. I've given you a week for each of the essays where you'll be comparing to the other stories we've done, but hopefully I will have set you up with everything. Then we have A and P and Araby, two similar stories but in different time periods, and you're going to compare and contrast them. Then we move on to the original Cinderella. So hopefully that will be fun and interesting. And you're going to look at the Disney Cinderella versus the original Cinderella. And then we finish up with Flowers for Algernon, which everybody loves. So I've got both the short story and the movie for those lazy people that don't want to read the short story. I got it. It's out there and it's broken down by day. So it's like 16 days. So that's the rest of the year. So we are, for this month, looking at The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. He is a very famous short story writer, and what he's famous for is horror stories. So, our pre reading activity for today. Oh, somebody turned one in? All right, that's good. Is not hard at all. So, the first thing it says is describe 5 things that you usually find in a scary horror story. So, you know, surprise, anticipation, suspense, horror, of course, um, scary things. Let me see. And if we do a Google search, what's this say? Oh, spooky, creepy, crawly things, disfigurement, suspense, anticipation, expectations. What's this say? Surprise, suspense. We said pretty much everything. Um, let's see what this one says. 5 things. Oh, look at all these. Somebody did a word wall with all the stuff. That's interesting. All right. So there you go to answer the first questions. Then you are um, going to answer these statements. And if you agree, you are going to put an X. And after you've read the story, you're going to go back and check in the author column if you think the author agrees with the statement. So, people who are insane know they are insane. I would say no. I do not agree. But you put, there's no right or wrong answer. It's what you think. Sane people sometimes imagine that they hear things. Well, I hear things all the time. If you commit a crime, the worst punishment is the guilt. Yeah, that's true. Your internal moral compass. Um, I just read an article though about people that don't have one, don't have a little person in their head telling them things. That it's a whole breed of people. I didn't even know. Often it's the small annoying things that about people that can be the most irritating. True. At least for me, all people are basically afraid of the same things. I don't think so. When you've done something wrong, wondering if you'll be caught can cause great stress. True. Although you eventually forget certain things and then they come back to you. Um, I had a friend in, I want to say middle school, whose mother had died and her father got remarried. And she would always tell us these stories that how terrible her stepmother was, how terrible she was. And so my other friend and I wrote a threatening note to her and put it in her mailbox. And we never told a soul it was us. But I guess it freaked the stepmother out, and it turns out she was a really nice lady and everything. The stories we heard weren't true, and that she called the police, and the police analyzed the handwriting and everything. I can't believe they didn't figure out it was kids. But anyway, we had guilt and thought we'd get caught, and then you forget about it. But so it's pretty funny in my estimation. That was one of the terrible things I did. I feel bad for telling that we're going to get you. So today's assignment is very easy, right? So that's it.